I did not deactivate the mic. Hello guys, how's it going? Thank you White Bat Audio for the music you see right here on the screen. Let's go straight into some technology news. Let's learn something together today. Let's grow our culture a little bit more. Let's see. I don't know, should I keep the music while I while I do the stream or no? Does it distract? I don't know. Let me know, guys. All right. How to learn programming in an interesting way. Definitely learn programming to do something that you really want to do, for a project that you want to accomplish or something. I'm a teapot. I think this is an HTTP. Yeah, this is an HTTP response. It's actually no. There you go. 418. I'm a teapot. That's what I was referring to. The HTTP 418 I'm a teapot client error response indicates that the server refuses to brew coffee. Basically, guys, this was an April Fool's joke of 1998, and somebody put it in the official documentation of the HTTP Internet Protocol, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Alright, teapot. Ambigram. What's an ambigram? An ambigram is a calligraphic design that has several interpretations as written. No way. This is very interesting. So basically, ambigram, the first time I ever hear this word, and it was coined by Douglas Hofstadter in 1983. Ambigrams appear as visually symmetrical words, and when flipped they remain unchanged. That's pretty crazy. This is a practical use with this would be for sure for branding, for logos, for sure. Wow, look at that. It literally flips and it's the same exact word. That's incredible. Are there many of these though? So they have an axial symmetry and can be read through a reflective surface. There are many other types of ambigrams. So they're found in different languages, various alphabets, and the notion often extends to numbers and other symbols. Alright, of course. That's insane. So they were invented in 1983. Oh, a scholar of cognitive science, known as the Pulitzer Prize of the book, Gödel, Escher, Bach. The book expounds concept fundamentals. Many ambigrams can be described as graphic palindromes. The first haters go, okay, so this is, oh, there you go, many examples. Candy, cloud. That's crazy. Okay, they are a little bit. Okay, I guess in the SOS signal makes sense, because you always want to have an emergency signal. No matter how you put it up or down, you always want the SOS to be readable. So that must be an ambigram for sure. Let's see. More examples. F1. Okay, cool. Alright, we know something new now. Ambigrams. Word of the day, I guess. Ambigrams. Number 4, let's go, let's keep. Ask Hyper News, where do you see Firefox going? Let's see, interesting question. I have remained loyal to Firefox since the earliest time, but lately changes are really going on my nerves. I'm certainly not averse to change, but I don't like change as a purpose itself instead of for the better. Unfortunately, a lot of changes nowadays feel like they're solely to keep up the UX team employed. That's funny. Here you go. Apologize. Losing Firefox just for that would be a bad bargain. Gecko is the only decent non-Chrome browser engine that is left, and Firefox is the only browser that is using it. We sorely need this remaining bit of diversity. It needs to survive. Despite that, the current leadership of Mozilla, it's either hell-bent or actively running into a brick wall. Bah, I don't know. Do you think they'll somehow turn the corner, or is it Firefox inevitably going to die? I don't know if it's going to die. It's a pretty huge name in the internet industry. I don't know. Interesting question, but I really don't have much to contribute to this because I haven't followed too much. I use Firefox a lot when doing web pen testing because I have it configured with the web proxy, and so just for that reason, and I find it pretty much having all the functionality, you know, the dev console, everything, it works pretty well. Also, Firefox is the browser used by many of the um, Tor, VPN, and anonymous applications. So if all of the anonymous browsers mostly use Firefox or a Firefox variant, obviously. So that's why also it's very famous and established in the industry. Live transmission, watch dear win 32. Oh, this is super random. App for customer review monitoring. Reviewmonitoring.com. Review monitoring helps you aggregate and understand the customer review. We cover a large area from business services to consumer good. Huh. Oh wow, so basically... Oh wow. No way, this creates a tree of text based on all the reviews on a product. This is genius. It's a genius way to visualize. I don't want to endorse this company. I'm not nothing. I just obviously just found the link now, but I am praising a lot the fact, or at least it's very it strikes me with surprise to me. I mean, I haven't thought about it before that you can visualize a bunch of reviews by a tree like this. Because a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, great TV, great price, great value, great with TV wall mount, great, I love it, great pictures, and wow. This gives a lot of room for also machine learning and AI to be used. Wow. One sentence email tips. I like today's links. Oh, 41 sentence email tips. Okay, we'll pick every 10. The simplest way to get fewer emails is to send fewer emails. Oh, this is like mantras. An email is only as valuable as the reason you send it. Emails are a terrible place for small talk. An email without a goal is an email without a purpose. And an email with a purpose in an email that should not exist. Unsubscribe. Every bad email should tell the recipient what you want them to do after they read them. They read it. Okay, so wow, this is actually let's sample a few of them more. Your inbox works for you, not the other way around. Just click send. An email is only valuable as the reason is the first time to do email is every time you get an email. I don't agree. So you should wait for every email to get to you and reply. What is this guy, the email prophet? Number 12. There's such a thing as being too available. I don't know. You don't always have to reply. You don't need to sign your name at the end of your email. If a message was truly urgent, it would have sent to you in an email. Very, very, very cool. Okay, these are okay. They have a few pearls. Like, I agree with number 39. This is and 38. I wish the paragraph in the email were longer. For sure. I keep the link. I made my own protocol. Oh, that's interesting. It's on YouTube. I don't want to watch videos. I don't want to stream videos because maybe it's like a 30-minute one. The spy writer who held a grudge against Le Carré comes in from the cold. Spy writer is in spy as a profession and then turn writer of novels, or spy writer, the writer of spy novels. 11. The dark morality of fairy tale animal brides. I don't know what's that. 12. Show Hacker News. The C++ guide for JavaScript developers. Singapore's new law for internet platforms and network providers. 14. Open source back-end as a service startup Supabase raises 30 million. Open source back-end as a service startup Supabase raises 30 millions. Oh damn. There you go. This one open as a new tab. There it is. Wow. So is this the Firebase but open source? Wow. Open source alternative to Google's Firebase. I mean, what's bad about it? It's awesome. Okay, it's a project, Postgres database, an API for interacting with the database. Wow. That automatically evolves and documents itself. Incredible. This is a great technology. I'm glad it's open source, so there's no vendor lock-in, or at least it's less if it's open source, you know. Wow. Very, very, very cool, very interesting. Let's see. Okay, here you go. I was checking the stream. So let's go next on hear that it's your voice being taken for profit. What is this? Oh, limited access. Okay, bye bye. Let's see. Portable sweater seawater desalination device. Very cool. Number 17, record number of environmental activists murdered. No way. Wow. Number 18. How did this ad end up on my Instagram feed? I mean, this is probably going to touch on the topic about, you know, how everything you search on Google, everything you're interested in will show up on your social media's ads, because everything is, you know, the data is shared and used for marketing purposes. 19. Calling Go functions from C, Python, Ruby, Node, Java. I guess there's a good use case for this, especially with newer libraries, I guess, that are exclusively made in Go. There's a lot of very good performing security tools in Go, actually, to find subdomains, enumerate targets, and things like this. Number 20. Raycasting in 2D game engines. That's pretty cool. I don't know much about raycasting. Let's see, let me just give myself a background on raycasting. Raycasting is the methodological basis for 3D CAD/CAM solid modeling and image rendering. It's essentially the same as ray tracing for computer graphics, where virtual light rays are cast on their path from the focal point of a camera through each pixel in the camera sensor to determine what is visible along the ray in the 3D scene. Wow, okay, so it's pretty, I guess, a pretty big deal then. I guess it's a pretty big deal because it seems like it's a way of rendering. Okay, yeah, it's a solid model. It's a way to render. Interesting. Before raycasting, there you go. Computer graphics algorithm projected surfaces or edges from the 3D world to the image plane where visibility logic had to be applied. Wow. World to image plane projection is a 3D homogeneous coordinate system transformation. Wow. There's a pretty strict jargon here in the 3D world. Rendering an image in that way is difficult to achieve with hidden surface. I'm reading this. Edge removal. Plus silhouettes of curved surfaces have to explicitly solved for, whereas okay, guys, it's pretty, okay, it's getting technical, but the point is that this pinhole camera model projection, it's a new way to render 3D. Yeah, there you go. Render floor on multiple height levels. Raycasting renders cannot rotate the camera. Wow, that's super cool. So creating 3D perspective in 2D map. What's done in 3D? Arrays were traced to determine the closest objects, and their distance from the player position we used to properly scale them. Wow. Look at this. Object visibility, line segment. Super cool. Hey, why so much math? Okay, well, it's a whole guide. Sorting intersection points, like this will help you make the algorithm, I guess. Optimization techniques, spatial hash maps. Wow. Wow, this is a pretty technical, nasty page on raycasting in 2D game engines. So I guess he uses the Wolfenstein 3D as a case study, and boom, a deep dive into game engines. Back to the links. Run Node.js on Android by rewrite Node.js in Java with the compatible API. Delta 8 craze, scorn wife raids ex-husband cryogenics lab. What? 24 read leak putnam argument. What was this? Support the philosophical position known as four-dimensionalism. No way. If spatial relativity is true, then each observer will have their own plane of simultaneity, which contains a unique set of events that constitutes the observer's present moment. Wow. What is this about? It's a philosophy, so that's so cool. Let me just figure out. Three-dimensional universe are different contexts. If each three-dimensional universe exists, then the existence of multiple three-dimensional universes suggests that the universe is four-dimensional. Wow. I'll keep the link. It's a pretty cool brain teaser. Ditto. What is this? Choose men's or women's glasses to get started. What is Ditto? No, you have to tell me what is Ditto. Modern personalized eyewear shopping experience. Frame discovery, virtual try-on technology. Oh, so they have the technology of try-on glasses. We partner with forward-looking eyewear retailers. Cool. So these guys make money by providing the technology of trying glasses virtually on your face, basically. One second, got a message. All right, back to us. I had to answer the phone. Portable sweater. What am I doing? Going way down. Ditto demo. So we saw Ditto as the providers of the technology of trying glasses and sunglasses on your face. So that's a pretty cool company. 26 Jewish law in the polar regions. 12 years ago, experts predicted all cars would be hybrid by 2020. Why were they wrong? They were wrong because it's hard to predict things in a time span that is more than, the 12 years is a long time span. Predicting something in that time span is hard. Minimal APIs at a glance in Net 6. Why is it so hard to get help? And the other Afghan woman. Cool. Let's go really briefly through Slashdot. We'll skip through. Singapore police deploys snitch bots to test searching for undesirable social behaviors. Wow. Let's see. The snitch bot. Cameras with a 360-degree of vision and analytic software to detect undesirable social behaviors in real time. Wow. That's crazy. The camera constantly watching. Wow. You can be rude anymore. You can be. Alright. Next, Steve Wozniak shares a video about his new space startup. What? He's doing a space startup. That is badass. A private space company is starting up, unlike the others. Together we'll go far. Privateer.com, is it that one? We're in stealth mode. The sky is no longer the limit, we're in stealth mode. Ah, that is crazy. What is MOS? Oh. What was Hawaii? Amos Conference. Maui Optical and Space Surveillance Technologies Conference. What? This is so cool. Conference highlight videos. Optical space situational awareness. Wow. This is so cool. Speakers. Agenda, short courses. Conjunction assessment, risk assessment. Deep learning methods for space domain awareness. Ooh. Optical system modeling. This is so cool. How to kill your own satellite. Next generation data management for space data. The dynamic evolution of space policy. Wow. This is pretty cool. Okay. Back to Slashdot. Wow. Definitely cool to know. I'll check out more. A more US man abandoned higher education. Are admission officers discriminating against women? Next was Theranos, a sign of larger problems in Silicon Valley's startup culture. Apple says motorcycle vibrations can damage iPhone cameras. Ha, come on. Every message was copied to the police. The daring sting behind the Anom phone. Damn. A viral sensation in the global underworld. The high security Anom phones, which launched with a grassroots marketing campaign, identifying so-called influencers, well-known crime figures who held significant power and influence. Wow, that's crazy. Anom could not be bought in a shop or on a website. You had first to know a guy. Then you had to be prepared to pay the astronomical cost, $1,700 for the headset, with $1,250 annual subscription. That's crazy. Almost 10,000 users around the world had agreed to pay. Wow. Opening the phone's calculator allowed the users to enter a sum that functioned as a kind of numeric open sesame to launch a secret messaging application. The people selling the phone claimed that Anom was the most secure messaging service in the world. Not only was every message encrypted so that it could not be read by digital eavesdropper, it could be received by another Anom. Not only was encrypted, it could be received only by another Anom phone user, forming a closed loop system, entirely separate from the information speedways along which most text messages travel. Moreover, Anom could not be downloaded for any of the usual app stores. The only way to access it was to buy a phone with the software pre-installed. That's crazy. Users could set an option to wipe the phone's data if the device went offline for a specific amount of time. Users could also set especially sensitive messages to self-erase after opening. It could record and send voice memos in which the phone would automatically disguise the speaker's voice. What? Anom was marketed and sold not so much to the security conscious as the security paranoid. I like that. Anom was not, however, a secure phone app at all. Every single message sent on the app since its launch in 2008 19.37 million of them had been collected, and many of them read by the Australian Federal Police, who then, together with the FBI, had conceived, built, and marketed and sold the device. Wow. On 7 June 2021, more than 800 arrests were made around the world. Wow. Law enforcement agency ultimately saw Anom as a creative workaround for unbreakable encryption, according to The Guardian. Why debate tech companies on privacy issues through costly legal battles if you can simply trick criminals into using your own monitor network? Wow, guys, this is incredible. This is incredible. The Guardian story was shared by JD. Okay, wow, this is incredible. This story is incredible. I can't believe this. Wow. I'm speechless. This is just a genius and incredible action. I mean, it's and one last thing that I'm gonna say about all this is that um, know your encryption, study encryption, because if not, you're just gonna believe. Study code, know what code does. Only believe in open source software. Oh, this messaging app is secure. Okay, very good. Show me the code. Show me the code. I want to see the code. What happens to the software? What when I send the message? I mean, that's the only way you're gonna trust a phone or an app or anything. And even then, there's a lot of precautions. But wow, very cool story. Scientists probe whether uranium cubes were produced by Nazis. Boeing's directors are now facing an investor lawsuit over fatal 737 MAX crashes. Ouch. Ask Slashdot, why is Firefox losing users? Hey, why is everybody bashing on Firefox today? Personal data about millions of children stolen from schools, leaked onto the dark web. No, that's not good. Well, what are they gonna do about it though? Social security numbers. Oh, because their theft can set up a children for a lifetime of potential identity theft. That's not fair, man. Ouch. Yeah, if you lose any of your personal credentials, somebody else can use them to put debt on you, and then you have to fight it, prove it. God, it's a whole process that you want to deal with, obviously. Can the US create hundreds of thousands of jobs with the civilian climate corps? Amazon renames its open source fork of Elasticsearch Amazon Open Source Service. Very cool. Oh, Amazon Open Source Service. That's the name of the his Elasticsearch service. Elasticsearch is a way to collect a large amount of data in an unstructured way too, and then be able to search through them really fast. It has a lot of good performance for big amounts of data. Linux for Apple's Silicon Macs gets closer to reality. Torvalds merges support for Microsoft NTFS file system. Complains GitHub creates absolutely useless garbage merges. Alright. Torvalds is the creator of Linux. So, we all want to know what he has to say. Even if sometimes it's very, what can I say, very bitter, we'll say, but very technical guy, very smart, of course. Everything he says is technical gold. So I think for tonight it's gonna be it. We won't touch on Product Hunt tonight, but we had a lot of really cool links that I'm gonna leave down in the description, and you should all check out, because it's some good knowledge, some more good knowledge for the day, something that makes us more cultured a little bit in the tech world, and sometimes even we go a little bit off topic. Is good. All right, all right, all right. So let me change back to the OBS, and guys, again, thanks for watching. Have a good night.